Hey guys, so we're back with another video. This time we'll be talking about more American Horror Story. Now, I wanted to go back in the past to talk about American Horror Story Season 11, which was aired last year. Now, as we approach the new upcoming season, which is titled Delicate, I wanted to revise what my taste and my thought on Season 11. Now, Season 11 was aired very early, actually, during the time of American Horror Stories, which was the prequel seasons, that is a connection, slightly canon to the original HAS universe. It is more of a side seasons. Now, when HAS titled NYC was being announced, I remember where I was when they released the first poster of this season. Prior to having this whole connection with this season is that I think that my creativity spiked up automatically, because coming from double feature, which to me was the last golden age of American Horror Story, over time I think 1984, which I covered in my previous video, and this season, they kind of wanted to do what they were planning on doing, but I was making so many predictions of what this season would have stand for, and then I think my prediction fell very flat on its face. Now, prior to the first and second poster of this season, I saw that the NYC logo is featured with a pale man with black lipstick and with whips and chain and a black dark eye. Automatically I thought this person was possessed and that this could be a bigger connection than we think. This was my prediction. I felt like this is the perfect chance for them to tie in the murder house as well as all connections. Season 11 was going to be such an interesting season. But upon arrival, we started hearing that this is what the season was going to be about. Well, it will take place in the 70s, late 70s, and it will be focusing around the LGBT group, which is being targeted by a serial killer and many other themes. So, for one, it's good that they're being very educational on LGBT community, which I always feel as if it's important to know everybody's history and background before you judge anybody, which is always an A+ in my book. The second part I feel as if I didn't have good connection with is that they put too much of the emotional content in this season instead of making the season more of a likable season, if you understand me. Like, even the titles of each episode was interesting, like the blackout, something is coming, thank you for your service, smoke signals. I thought they were thinking of taking something with sirens, or even, and that's even weirder too, because at the set of the season they were explaining that they were planning on doing something with sea creatures or anything, and we end up not getting that at all. We, even in season 10 double feature, we didn't get nothing. Most things were by the sea. They even said that season thing was gonna be the Lady of the Dunes, and then flash forward, it was double feature involving aliens. So flash forward now, season 11 premiered last year, and that we still didn't get a proper connection to certain tie-ins to the season. And you know, some of my predictions was this. I thought that they were going to talk about the origins of the rubber suit of Murder House, because the promotional, even though the promotions sometimes have nothing to do with the season, but when I started looking at all the suits, all those dungeons, sexual suits and stuff like that, I realized that, okay, the rubber suit reminds me of a place like this in American Horror Story Season 1. What if it would be cool that they tied that season with season 1, thus coming to a full circle? But that's what not happened. Like, that didn't happen at all. The season got completely thrown off completely, and you know, it got to a point. It got to a point where it affected the main season as a whole, and I think that in order for them to fix this problem, I think season 12 has to be very strong. If it's not very strong, it's gonna destroy more of the legacy of American Horror Story. Like the top 9 or 10 season, I think they were very catchy, and I think they were like so banged on. And you don't want to affect something like that because the season was not properly structured. And like I told you before, this season had so much potential, but I think due to everything that happened, like they could have talked about so many scarier things in NYC, but I feel as if they didn't cover too much of what I needed to see for season 11. So to me, season 11 is not even top 10 for me, because even Cult had a more interesting connection in a weird way. So flash forwarding to Delicate, which is the next upcoming season, I think this season is coming up to be some interesting casting members, as well as what this season might entail for the future of American Horror Story. Now, to always be part of the Cosmic Reporters Club, you must like and subscribe to the channel and pick out one of your seasons that you find that's your favorite. On top of that, always leave a comment of what you think future seasons might be or might be like, and you will always get back a response from me. I am your host, Sleepy Celestial, and I can't wait to see you guys in my Sleepy Celestial Report Club, where we talk about American Horror Story and any other source of other interests. As always, guys, stay safe, bless, love you all, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is part 2, which will discuss more about Delicate, season 12.